to go back on to what you were saying, like with me not being a messy rapper, I take pride in that shit.
Of course.
Like, I take pride in minding my business. I take pride in I've never been in a rap beef, and I've been doing this shit for damn near 15 years. Like I've never once been in a controversial rap beef ever.
Right.
Like
at all. Has anybody tried to bait you into some shit?
Tekashi 6ixn9ne, that was about it.
Jesus
he did
Christ.
that to everybody.
He tried to bait the fucking world.
Yeah, he tried to bait everybody.
Yo, before we get into the interview, man, I want to give a shout out to all my radio stations all across the country who have the Bootleg Kev Show as an official affiliate. Man, we're on the radio in about 100 cities nationwide every day. Want to give a shout out to Real 92.3 in LA. Shout out to The Beat in Miami. Shout out to Wild 94.1 in Tampa. Shout out to Hot 98.3 in Tucson. Power 98.3 in Phoenix. We 102.9 in Portland. We're all over the country, so you could tap in with that radio show. If you want to know if we're on in your city, just go to bootlegkev.com. The full list of cities is there. You might hear us. Let's get into the interview. Yo, Bootleg Kev Podcast, man. Special guest in here. My guy, G Herbo.
What's up, brother?
How you doing? Last time I saw you, you lost $100 to DJ Self.
Yeah, man. I won 100. I won it back.
You did?
Yeah.
Like later on in the weekend?
Yep, I seen him again. Actually, I won it in New York. We was in New York. I won.
Oh, I mean, this is just a thing you do. Like anytime you see this guy.
Yeah, me and him, we
heads or tails.
Heads or tails, yeah.
Would you say in general you're a gambling man?
Kinda, sorta, kinda. I would say.
It sounds like you are.
Yeah, I give me a good gamble on every now.
Like when you go to the casino, is it
we
like
could bet some money on shit?
But like if you're in Vegas, do you like hit the tables?
Yeah, just for fun, for real. But like, I prefer shooting dice.
So you'll play dice with the homies.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever caught somebody with some fake dice?
Yeah, niggas play with fake dice, loaded dice all the time. You just gotta catch them, get up on it. Like I haven't, me personally, I've never lost to fake dice, but I've seen people.
You've seen people.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the thing where they have the plate with the little caps and they're moving around and?
Mm-hmm. I lost to that before when I didn't know nothing about it. I lost like 1,000, 2,000 or something like that in Miami when I
craziest finesse
first learned
ever.
about it.
I don't know what they do. Those people are gypsies.
Yeah, you can't. It's impossible to win against them.
Yeah, no, it's like they and then they have a dude that's like in the crew
that's gambling and
who wins before you.
Yeah, yep.
And they're, oh shit, I got this.
Yep.
But they're all splitting up the money.
Oh yeah, for sure. I done seen it plenty of times. Like I'm super hip to it now though, for sure.
What's new with you, man? Obviously, the new single has been out for a while, and I know you guys are starting to like take it to radio and shit. But what's on the way? What's going on with you?
I'm working on my album right now, bro. Love Herb, the album. The music is incredible, man. Just trying to put it together and tell a story, or really me like. I can't really stress enough just closing that chapter, that Lil Herb chapter, and growing into me being a 30-year-old, you know what I'm saying, man that's been doing it for quite some time now, and you know what I'm saying, trying to tell that story of where I come from, and what it took me to get here, you know what I'm saying, because it's all documented, you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, your whole life's been pretty documented.
It's all documented. So it's really me trying to tell that story to the people who don't know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So for you, is this project more like is it like, are you talking to your younger self? How are you closing the chapter? Is it are you making music that people can maybe like associate with that era of your career?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm making music that people could associate with that era of my career, one. And really just, closing that chapter because it's growing. The music is growing, and I'm growing as a person, as a man, as an artist. So it's transcending into, what I am now. You know what I'm saying? So
do you feel like any sort of sadness, like leaving that kind of, all right, this shit's over?
Yeah, in a way, and it's a lot of emotion and vulnerability into the project that I'm putting in, you know what I'm saying? So like that's really what it is for real. Like when I say closing that chapter, it's really just opening and growing into a new chapter.
Right, for sure. I was talking with I just talked to Joey Badass in New York a few days ago. We had an interview, and he was because he came in the game when he was 17,
mm-hmm.
and he was saying initially when he first got in, like some of the things he regretted was, he said he was kind of moving with like survivor's guilt essentially, like, and making sure no matter what he did, he wasn't gonna go nowhere unless everybody could come with him.
Yeah, we tend to do that a lot.
And
For
he was
sure.
like, you know, I fucked myself out of some rooms that I probably should have been in because, you know, I didn't understand the invite was for me, not
Right.
me and everybody.
Exactly.
Did you
For
go
sure.
through that same shit?
I definitely did. And, you know, I've seen Joey's whole career, you know, because me and him were both with Cinematic at the same time.
And you guys are both 30.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
for
guys
sure.
are the same age.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. And
very much peers.
yeah, we definitely, that's my brother, man. You know, me and Joey, I would like to say, you know, we came up around the same time and together
Oh, for
and
sure.
peers, you know, being friends and homies, and me seeing, you know, when I came to Cinematic, he was already very successful, you know what I'm saying? So I had seen, like, you know, how he moved and stuff like that, and he was definitely one of those guys that kept the homies with him and made sure whatever he did at the moment, he shed light on them, you know what I'm saying? And I was one of those artists as well. Like, I probably feel like I definitely, you know, cut myself short when it came to being in certain environments and being around certain things, because I'm worried about, you know, everybody around me and how certain decisions would affect other people. So I was moving with survivor's guilt as well, and even to a point where it's like I didn't treat myself, like handle myself and carry myself the way I was supposed to carry it, because I'm worried about certain things that I would do that would affect other people, you know. So when you come from a background like that, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, everything's so close knitted and poverty struck, and where we got that mentality of, oh, let's stick together. Everybody, let's stick together. And if I'm the one, I'm the savior, I'm gonna get all of us out of it. But it got to be more so a group effort. It got to be more of a group thing than just one person. Everybody got to be trying to build and work towards something. That's the only way that you can do it as a collective.
Did you ever have, like, you know, we all have dealt with peer pressure, but I feel like you've been on this, you know, growth trajectory for so long, emotionally, you know, mature wise, all that good shit. Did you ever have peer pressure to, like, maybe be a little embarrassed that you were kind of outgrowing some of the homies and where they were?
Yeah, that's what I mean by, like, how I carry myself. Like, certain things I wouldn't do, certain things I wouldn't buy, I wouldn't show, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, that probably would have been, like, helpful towards my career, because I'm thinking about, you know, the jealousy that might come with it, and people feeling left out and feeling like, oh, you did this, you got this, you could be able to do this for me, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
fucking
like,
crazy.
yeah, I definitely dealt with that a lot growing up, but I grown out of it, like, all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think this is the most amount of jewelry I've seen you within an interview that we've done, at least. I feel
Yeah,
like
probably.
usually you're just bare neck, white tee.
The last couple I definitely came in just chilling for real. Like, I still kept it light today though. Like, even with the little 3 chains, the shit is light but heavy.
those don't look very light.
No, this is light heavy. Just the light heavy set.
How far along are you with this album with Lil Herb?
I really feel like I'm at the finish line. Like, I'm if I was to say, I'm probably about 85% done with the music, and I want to close it out. I want to close it out and turn my album in Chicago. So I want to go to it's the studio where I first, like, recorded my first big records in Chicago, is where I started off at. And I just want to get the energy of that room. So I want to go in there.
So you want to go and put the final touches
Yeah,
in
put
that
the final
room.
touches together in that room, and I feel like it'll be like some real nostalgic for me and special. I just want to see, like, maybe if I record some music there, cool, but if not, just really just getting a feel for it and turning it in that environment for real. So it's like, I'm super excited to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Are there any features that feel nostalgic for that kind of period of your career as well?
Yeah, in a way. The Juice WRLD record, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's, of course, you know, Juice WRLD didn't start my career off,
Right.
but he played a significant role in where my career took off, and
sure.
with his career, and how we did a lot of stuff together, and, you know what I'm saying, and both of us being from Chicago, of course, you feel what I'm saying? So that's one of the features.
This
for
kid's
sure.
got to
That's
have the most
feel nostalgic.
unreleased amount of vocals of any rapper ever.
Who, Juice, right?
It's like him and Tupac.
Yeah, absolutely. He Juice got enough music, man. He probably could drop for the next 5-10 years, for real.
Well, when you would just, like, see him, like, him freestyle and he just wouldn't stop rapping. Like, I remember he came on our show once and he rapped for like 10 minutes straight just off the top of his head.
Yeah, he did. Tim Westwood, he rapped for an hour, over an hour straight, back
Which
to
is
back.
insane.
Never seen nobody do that. An hour, literally.
Do you know, like, obviously you are a lot of favorite rappers' favorite rapper.
Mhm.
Like, when you ask a lot of rappers, they be
Yeah.
like, yo, man, Herbo's my GOAT, or he's, you know, one of the guys who
That's
influenced
crazy.
me. You're 30 now,
Yeah.
but you are like a young OG. You're like an OG now.
Because I started when I was 16, bro. Like when I really started doing music, traveling, doing shows, touring. I dropped my first project when I was 16 years old. You feel me? Walking the Phase on Land. And like even before I dropped that, I had already had like Road to Phase on Land projects and stuff like that, where I was just putting out music and getting everybody ready. And it still took over a year to do that. So I put my first songs out when I was 15 years old on YouTube and just trying to, just really just having fun with this shit, bro. I didn't even know it was gonna take me here. I really was just trying to like put on for my hood in a sense. Like, yeah, all right, bet I'm gonna be the spokesperson for my neighborhood. Like, you feel me? Like that's what made me fall in love with rap music. Just talking about hood stories and shit that I was seeing, shit I was doing and experiencing in the hood, and kind of like getting that pat on the back from my neighborhood. Like, yeah, he's speaking for us. You know what I'm saying? And it just
that was like the only affirmation you needed. Like, hey, if the homies fuck with it,
homies fuck with it, I was cool with that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to come on the block and freestyle for my homies, or play music and send it to their phones. And once they learned the music and learned the lyrics, like I felt like accomplished, like I was a rapper already. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I swear that's what I used to do it for. Like just the whole the getting the credit and the affirmation that you get like from your neighborhood. Once I realized my neighborhood was behind me and had my back, that was all the confidence I needed to keep going.
Yeah, I feel like it's crazy too, because if you just think about like you kind of came up during like the tail end of what we would call the blog era, but it was like the World Star era too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, World Star.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Fake Shore Drive.
Fake Shore Drive. Shot great blog from Chicago.
For sure, man. Shout out my boy Barber, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I feel like we forget like how many like eras of rap you've kind of been a part of.
Yeah.
Because when you first came in, streaming wasn't even like thought. It wasn't even a thing. No. Nobody had fucking Spotify. Spotify wasn't even a fucking thing.
Fuck no. My first project came out on Dat Piff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Dat Piff, by the way. We need the app is, I don't think it exists anymore.
Yeah.
There's so many mixtapes.
That's where we went to go get all our music. Dat Piff, when I dropped, and you had Sosa dropping on Dat Piff and King Louis and all of those guys. You feel me? Like,
any of those old mixtapes, do you ever feel like you want to put them on DSPs?
I mean, Welcome to Phazo Land on DSPs. I think all of my projects
Everything
on DSPs
is.
now, matter of fact, when I think about it, yeah. I got like 13, 14 projects out on DSPs.
Jesus.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Has there ever been anybody who you've fucked with that like ended up being that you didn't realize that like, yo, I'm just a fan of this person, and then they ended up being like, yo, I grew up listening to you type shit?
Rob 49 for one. Like when I first
What the Hell he remix fire.
Yeah, for sure, good looking, bro. When I first like met Rob, I was just a fan of like my cousin put me on, and I was of course hearing like his music because I used to hang out in New Orleans a lot, hearing about him, and you know what I'm saying. Me and my brother we've been going to New Orleans like that's like, like our third home for real. Just going out there, hanging out, eating, having fun and shit, chilling with the homies that we fuck with from out there. And my cousin had put me on his music, but I had to remember that I had already heard of him, like heard his name kind of like buzzing when I used to go to New Orleans and hang out. So when I started fucking with him, like on the music tip, like he always tell me like how he grew up listening to my music and shit like that, and how much he fucked with me. Even Skilla do the same thing too. Like,
yeah, Skilla's one of those names. I remember talking to him and him being like, yo, I grew up listening to G Herbo.
Yeah. So it's like it's a good feeling for sure. And when you got like a relationship with those guys, when you call them your brother and you really are fans of them and you just want to see them win, but if it's a different feeling for them as well, being able to, you know what I'm saying, call me their brother and do music with them, and they've been listening to me for 10 years type shit. Like,
you know what's crazy is you put out a project called Greatest Rapper Alive.
Right.
And back in the day, when Lil Wayne called himself the best rapper alive,
yeah,
it ruffled a lot of people's feathers. Because at that time, there was like this weird like division in hip hop between like what was like real hip hop and what was like commercial shit. And Wayne kind of kicked that wall down. But nobody said shit about you calling yourself the greatest rapper alive.
Nah, it ain't really.
I didn't see anybody really make a stink.
I feel like even when Wayne was doing it, like people, you know, it might be a little.
No, a lot of people had some
controversy
shit to
in-
say for sure.
I don't remember that.
I do.
I don't
I'm
remember
38, so I got
Yeah.
8 years on
Yeah,
you.
I don't really
I got a
remember
whole
that.
second grade
I
on
feel
you.
like nobody
remember.
challenged them for it though. Like nobody challenged them to a
It's
rap
like
off.
when T.I. called himself the king of the South. People were like, nah.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's really just a confidence thing. I feel like as an artist, everybody should feel like they the greatest. Everybody should feel like they the best, and you know what I'm saying, at what they do. But like, I'm a real student of hip hop. Like, I'm a student of rap lyricism and bars, and you know what I'm saying, like overall hip hop. So that's what make me, you know, say that and then, you know, own it, because what I put into my music and how I'm telling a story that I feel like in my generation only I could tell to that magnitude. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I feel like, too, you've also talked about the Young OG thing a little bit. It's like you've also kind of been one of the few artists to kind of come from where you come from and show people like you can evolve and not like
Definitely.
not be a crash out your whole
Definitely.
fucking life.
For sure, man. Because where I come from, it's easy to crash out. It's easy to make split decisions. You know what I'm saying? Decisions that'll cost you the rest of your life. It's easy to do that. It's not easy to walk away. It's not easy to think and, you know what I'm saying, swallow your pride and make decisions that's gonna make sure you get home at night. So I try to like speak to the generation under me and tell them, like, you know, the real way to be gangster is to survive. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who was gangster and, you know what I'm saying, their lives got took or their freedom got took, and now they living the rest of their life in regret if they still have it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's always been like a chess game, a game of chess. You know, the key to being in the streets is to make it out the streets, not to
stay in and hang out.
Exactly. So like with me, I always had like goals to make it out and become something. Even if it wasn't this, I had goals to do something with my life. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. If you're the greatest rapper alive, who are your round out your top 4? Let's say if it's
The
you,
Mount Rushmore.
who's the rest?
When
Your
it comes
personal
to rap,
list, by the way.
when it comes to rap,
Alive.
alive. Me, Wayne, Meek Mill. I gotta throw Kiss in there. I gotta throw Hov in there too, though. So that's 5. I wouldn't even.
Way to cheat.
Yeah, I gotta throw Hov in there too, though. Like
You gotta
when
put
it
Hov.
comes to like rapping, like, you know, those the people when they put a verse on there, you could arguably say is one of the greatest verses of all time. Like I feel like
I
could do
mean that
too.
new Meek record he did with Friday just got the best verse of the year. Complex gave it so far.
Exactly.
And the song you guys did earlier, that Survivor's Guilt, was hard as fuck.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Me and Meek got some shit though. Like our chemistry is crazy. Like,
No, for sure.
I
You
love
guys have
working
had
with-
chemistry.
Yeah, no, I love working with Cuz.
He's also somebody who, like, I feel like Meek is like a great example of people who, and it's so fucked up because, you know, Meek Mill should be like the quintessential example of somebody who's like leveled up and like matured and like showed you the way to like build these big relationships, these big partnerships, and it's like motherfuckers would just be on his head.
He was one of the first street niggas to do it, but when you reach greatness like that to a certain level, like you always gonna get attacked for it. You always gonna get criticized. People gonna try to do anything to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of the first street niggas that's really motivating the trenches to do right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not be in the streets. Get your mama a crib. Put your people on around you. Empower your people. Like he was preaching that shit as soon as he jumped out. Like as soon as he got out here and started making money, he was trying to tell the, you know what I'm saying, the young niggas how to do right with it and what to do. You feel what I'm saying? And I was one of the ones that listened. And you know what I'm saying? When he spoke, I listened.
That's crazy. Hey, real quick, want to tell you about our sponsors at Odd Socks. That's our day one family. Make sure you follow them at Odd Socks Official. I just got done running a 5K with them and Burt Kreischer. You see the Happy Gilmore socks. You know part 2's coming soon. They got the socks. They got the draws, the most comfortable socks in the entire world, plus the underwear, all of it. Get 20% off. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code BOOTLEG right now. Hey, don't forget to go to bootlegkev.com. You know, we had to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the most viral interview of all time. Throw the shirt up so you could see it. I turned it down. Shout out to that boy, Big Boogie, a big college in Jacksonville. And we just threw these on sale. Half off for the 500 episode tee. Bootlegkev.com. Go get you a shirt. Let's get back to the interview. You got an app.
Yeah.
Which is
Herbo
different. A lot of people, I feel like I don't know anybody who got a fucking app, dog.
Yeah.
So
I'm probably definitely like one of the only artists with an app for sure.
yeah, I feel like, maybe Soulja Boy had one like a decade ago.
Yeah.
I would hate for Soulja Boy to watch
Soulja
this, be
Boy,
like,
tell
I
him.
gotta watch.
SouljaBoyTellHim.com, man.
Yeah,
I used to
but-
be on there all the time too.
What is the app is obviously very successful. What is that just a direct gateway to your fans?
Yeah, for sure. That definitely like my music. So like even with like the project that's going crazy right now, Greatest Rapper Alive, that I put a Walk on the Face of the Land Part 2, all those I put exclusively on my app, to just feed my algorithm and for my fans to be able to go and say, all right, this is for us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, I didn't put it out on DSPs, I didn't put it out for the world. I didn't really care about, what I'm saying, pleasing that side of the music industry. Don't get me wrong. I can't say it enough. Like I'm always working, trying to gain new fans. Like that's what I do it for. I'm trying to gain that one new fan every time I put music out. But I want to like make the fans that's been riding with me from day one feel appreciated too. So that's what, what I'm saying, that's what the app does for me, to be able to get them exclusive content, exclusive music, anything.
So you'll give them music that you don't plan on putting out.
I know I'll give them music that I do plan on putting out.
But they get it first.
Or yeah, they get it first. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll give it exclusively to my app for a week or a couple days, and then they go out on DSPs. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
But yeah. And I think that make them go rush it though. Like that make them go get the app and go rush it, because they know like, all right, bet he put this out for us.
Do you have a name for your like fans? Like, Nicki's got barbs and shit.
No, I don't. I need to come up with it.
You gotta have a name, man. If you got all the people with that app on their phone, put it out there. Be like, guys, let's name this.
For sure.
What's the name of the fan base?
This fan base. I'm gonna look up some now. I'm gonna put that shit on my page and ask them, man, see what stand the test.
You are known to kind of get on people's records and make them your own. This is something at this point you have a really big track
reputation for. Yeah.
like the Who Wants Smoke remix.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the club, you're just skipping to your verse.
Yeah, for sure.
What for you, man? Like what would you say is like your favorite feature you've done, and just your approach when it comes to maybe it's a remix, like the What the Hell remix or the Who Wants Smoke remix, or just getting also like, because I feel like you went crazy on that Meek record, but I feel like you when you approach these features, man, it feels like you always are looking to steal the show.
It's not even that. I'm just trying to like rap my best shit every time I get on a like,
right.
And I feel like I appreciate the opportunity. So if somebody come and get me for their record, I want to make sure that, I'm giving them my best shit and giving them something that they appreciate, where it's like they excited to put the song out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I always like Lil Wayne is one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Right.
Like he my GOAT. So that's what Wayne done his whole career. Like when I was at the drawing board figuring out what music and what projects I want to drop, I was doing features with everybody. Like, send me a record, I got you. Whoever needed, whoever called me, any of my peers need a feature, I'm jumping on it right away. Like, and I'm known for that. You can ask around. Like, if you send me the song on Wednesday, I'm gonna probably send that motherfucker back by Friday.
That shit is rare too.
Yeah, for sure.
People be waiting.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna turn it all the way around. And I go to the studio and I dedicate whole sessions to straight features. Like, I might do 8 features in a session in one day. And I'm trying to go hard on all them bitches though, because for one, my name is everything. So I want it to be known, like, man, every time Herb get on a song, he ripping that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, that's just something that it's important to me. Like, it's not. I'd
be scared to put you on a song if I was an artist.
It's not even strategic. Yeah, it ain't really strategic or nothing. It's just like me naturally. I just want to get my best shit on a song. You feel me? And honestly, features are the easiest for me to do, because I already it's like an assignment. I know what I need to do.
True.
Yeah.
The song concept's already there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So now I could just take
when it's your song, you start from scratch. You're building the studs.
Exactly. So now I could just add to it. I could take the parts that the significant parts in the song that make the song, that make your shit hard, and the best parts of your verses, best parts of the hook, and I could put it into my verse. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so strategically, I do it that way.
When I don't want to get into the specifics, but how like for you, man, how was it kind of going through your legal shit and just like listening to the internet and because you're a public figure, so when you go through certain shit, it gets posted on blogs, it gets posted everywhere, and then people come up with their own assumptions and all this shit. How do you kind of navigate that? And is there anything you learned from that specific situation in terms of just how to move with just?
It's really, bro, like, what I learned about the internet is they love you today, hate you tomorrow, love you again. So I try not to feed into it, especially the comments where they giving insight or information on some personal shit that's going on in your life, because a lot of times it's not really true. You know?
Right.
And I've never been an artist to go on the internet and explain myself, like give an explanation or give a statement to something that somebody may have seen, especially when it got something to do with like my freedom. You know what I'm saying? Me fighting the case, and
Yep.
you know I take that very seriously because I got children. You know what I'm saying? So it's
For
like
sure.
I'm trying to make sure that I stay free and I get home to my kids. And when the internet is like, they kind of want you to crash out in a way. Like
They do, man.
They want you to comment and they want you to say shit, and they want you to get overwhelmed and stressed out to a point where it's like you can't really function. You know what I'm saying? And I got to be able to function, because no matter what I'm going through, I still got to be a father at the end, the beginning and the end of the day. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the number one job, man.
Exactly. So I just try to be in my best headspace mentally and try not to get an outside world too much access of me and, you know, where I am and the stuff that's important or even not important to me. Like, I don't even respond to the shit that's not important.
Yeah, you're definitely, for somebody who's had the relationships you've been in, and you're probably like one of the least messiest artists like in the game. Like, you have to fucking wait, dog.
Man. Yan, I don't know what the fuck. I just found out that Yan is not like an act of being tired. They said it's something about lack of oxygen. I need to.
It's also very
do my research on this shit.
It's contagious. Did you know that?
Yeah, I just said that. Like, it's could take somebody yawn and then you yawning and shit. Like, I'm just learning about like that it don't associate with being tired, because I was yawning. I'm like, damn, what the
It's
fuck, I'm
by the way,
tired.
you're fucking running around. I don't even know what your day's been like, but
Bro, my week this has probably been one of the longest weeks ever. Like, starting from last week, the Summer Smash, being in Chicago.
How was that?
It was great. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
crazy.
that show was lit as fuck. And having my son on stage, all that shit was just super fire. Then I went to Atlanta, had to do press there, and now I'm here right now, you know what I'm saying, doing what I do. But it's a blessing. I'd rather be busy than just sitting in the house doing shit.
This is what you
know
asked
I'm saying?
for, man.
Like, this is definitely what I asked for. So I'm always gonna be grateful, and even when it's hard, when it's hardest to show up, I still show up, you know what I'm saying, no matter what. I try to do my best and just always be present, especially for, you know, my team and the people that's going hard for me. When they see that you in the trenches with them and you willing to go hard, they go harder for you, you know what I'm saying? So I never give up. That's not even in my character. But to go back on to what you were saying, like with me not being a messy rapper, I take pride in that shit.
Of course.
Bro. Like, I take pride in minding my business. I take pride in I've never been in a rap beef, and I've been doing this shit for damn near 15 years. Like, I've never once been in a controversial rap beef ever.
Right.
Like,
At all. Has anybody tried to bait you into some shit?
Tekashi 6ix9ne, that was about it.
Jesus
he did
Christ.
that to everybody.
He tried to bait the fucking world.
Yeah, he tried to bait everybody. But
And
somebody
now,
like
what
that,
the fuck he doing? Selling all his shit? And,
yeah, somebody like that, you can't even respond to them, because they are definitely like send you off. And a person like that wouldn't like, and I don't even want to speak on him for real, I don't give a fuck. But like a person with like no morals and shit like that, like he'll scoop super low. Like, he'll talk about your dead grandmother. He'll talk about your children. He'll talk about anybody.
That's somebody you don't even
That's
participate
somebody you don't
with.
even, like, you know what I'm saying, like, pay attention to, because 9 times out of 10, if he see you in person, he'll never do that.
I had Akademiks tell me to suck his dick on his stream. He was drunk one
Ak
night.
said that?
Ak, yeah. He was drunk because I had Rory on my show, and he hates Rory.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Akademiks, I don't know. He was like, yo, Bootleg Kev, suck my fucking dick.
Yeah.
And I had everybody sending it to me. I'm like, I'm not replying to this fucking
can't
guy.
respond
This
to
guy
that
is
shit, bro.
fucking willing. First of all, I don't give a fuck. A. B, he's just like willing to get drunk on the internet and just say shit about my
Just say
wife and
shit
kids.
about anybody, bro. And it's like, those, I kind of put them in the same boat, to be honest, for real. Like, him and 6ix9ne, they like in the same boat when it come to like saying anything.
Right.
And not having to be held accountable for the shit you say. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's like, for me, we ended up getting on the phone. My boy AD put us on the phone, so we're good. But it was just one of them things where I was like, I'm not going to play in the circus, man.
Yeah. And you a grown-ass man, bro. So it's like, it'll really take away from who you are as a man responding
like
to
I
that
own
type
businesses.
of
I have a 19-year-old son, dog. Like,
Exactly.
what the fuck you want me to do? Play on the internet,
shit.
dog?
Exactly, bro. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you would look crazy even going back and forth with a guy like Akademiks. And no, it ain't no diss to Akademiks.
No, that's
like,
what I mean. But he's willing
it's
to
cool.
just.
He willing to do and say whatever, like,
Yeah.
for sure. I seen that nigga said, I don't even want to repeat this shit, but he said that he will go to Meek Mill house and piss on his porch. Like, what you gonna do that for? Like, how you think you gonna even be able to get away with that type of shit?
Right.
You could say it out your mouth and it sound good to the 10-year-old kid in Nebraska looking at this shit, thinking that you know what I'm saying, gangster or not. But the real world know when you say certain things, you got to be held accountable for your actions. No matter if it's today, tomorrow, whatever. Like universal law will catch up to you. That's just That's just the way shit
kudos
go.
to him. He's built a successful business enterprise.
Definitely. Like I love what Ak is doing though. You feel what I'm saying? Because this industry is called the entertainment.
He's
business.
entertaining.
So you gotta entertain people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's how you become successful in this thing. But just me, like as a man personally, I just believe certain shit should always be off limits, and especially how you talk about people and the way you talk to people should just be off limits because, you know, I'm a man, so anything I say, I feel like I should be willing to stand on it. Like certain people say stuff, and then it's like you have a conversation, and it's like, oh no, my bad, I ain't even mean that. So now you going back on your word, and you going back on your integrity as a man. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's like
to
where's
me,
that,
that's my opinion.
meaning, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah. Where's the median? So it's like if you could say something, and then you think all it takes is a conversation to, you know, agree. Everybody not willing to accept the apology. So you got to always know that.
Yeah, I think, you
too.
know, this internet shit, like I was like, you know, not to speak on random shit, but
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, some of the streaming culture has been like, you know, you see like a guy like fucking, what's the kid, the white kid that's big, Aiden Ross,
Mm-hmm.
will go on his stream and just disrespect the fuck out of Doechii. And it's like, who, like, no one's gonna
Doechii the girl?
Yeah, he was like went in on her, bro. Like,
That's crazy.
called her a bitch and all kinds of. And
Yeah,
you
that's
don't even
insane.
know this girl.
Yeah, I don't even believe in disrespecting women anyway. Like as a man, you should never feel comfortable disrespecting a woman at
Yeah.
all. Like no matter what, you know. Like I believe you know, you get bad karma for that type of shit, man. Disrespecting women.
Do you feel like, you know, it's interesting too, because I feel like we're getting on the other side of it, but obviously you're from Chicago, and you know, I feel like there's been this like dark portion of hip hop's fan base that, like, you know, they really are along for the ride until someone dies, because they're
Right.
I look at a lot of these YouTube documentaries that get really big,
Mm-hmm.
and people like, they might not even necessarily be into the music,
Yeah, no, for sure.
but they're into like
the gang culture,
the
and
gang,
all that shit,
or
the
yo,
drill culture.
so and so's got beef
They
with
beefing,
so and so,
yeah.
and they're super into the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And then if someone, you know, Lord forbid, passes away, you go in the comments of some of these posts, and the comments are fucking insane.
It's almost inevitable. Like, I'm from Chicago, so I've seen it multiple times. The amount of rappers that didn't have a success story because they met their demise. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So like, it's almost inevitable for real when you live in that lifestyle and you broadcasting it and you promoting
Right.
death and violence. Like, it's okay to tell your story, and that's where we come from. You know, we all got a history of coming from violent neighborhoods and
Right.
violent backgrounds and shit like that. Like, that's one thing, but for your whole story and your whole image to be just that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just welcome a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? That I don't, and I never wanted around me. You feel me? But in Chicago, it's big. You know, like they super invested in the fact that young black men are killing each other, and that's been that way like for years and years. And they tried to warn us about it. Like, you know, they want you to kill each other. Like, even having nothing to do with the industry. Like, if you go back and you think about like people, you know, who preached about unity, like Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they wanted us to be pinned against each other because that's how they get what they want, you know what I'm saying? That's how they win. That's how the oppressed stay oppressed. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, when it comes to that type of shit, I always been like 10 steps ahead to just be like, you know what? I ain't finna like just be constantly dissing dead people and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because we come from that era in the drill culture where like you dissing dead people when you smoking on this, you smoking on that. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, these people got families. They don't even have to be somebody from their neighborhood. Somebody big cousin or uncle will want to kill you just for saying you smoking on they dead, they lost one. You know what I'm saying? They loved one. And when I started to think like that, I kind of like, grew out of that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, it's almost like too when you do that shit, I can only imagine the amount of like stress you're like going to the store's got to be crazy
For
because
sure.
you never know who you go
You
run
never
into.
know. And I
You know what I'm
had,
saying?
I had to live with that amount of stress for years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you're looking over your shoulder and you got to clutch and you got to watch who looking at you too long. You got to watch what cars riding past. You got to watch what cars tinted up. You got to watch what cars parked next to your car. You got to drive on certain sides of the expressway. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's real, it's deep, and it get real meticulous when you live in that life. And nobody want to live that life forever because you may be that way. You may be sharp when you in your 19s and early 20s, but when you get in your 30s and 40s, you might ease up and think it's, you know what I'm saying, time to be comfortable. And then
But
when
that don't
you
mean
get
they
comfortable,
forgot.
exactly.
Yep.
When you get comfortable, that's when you lose your life. You feel what I'm
Yep.
saying? Because somebody's 19-year-old son might have grew up hating you
Yeah.
for 19 years straight, and you in your 40s, and he can't wait to see you so he could kill you for talking about his dad or
Some
doing
real
something to
shit.
his dad.
That's
You
some
feel
real
me?
shit.
So that's how I think. Like, I always thought like that, and I feel like me having that mindset is what, get me home to my kids. You feel like, and it's not a great way to think. I hate having to think like that, but every day I leave out the house, I feel like somebody is trying to do something to me, or it's possible, or somebody can do something to me, So especially being a father, I try to keep my kids in the most safe environment possible. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I just move with caution, and I don't even welcome that type of energy. Like, people love me everywhere I go. You feel what I'm saying? Because I show love. It's like nobody really looking to do shit to me. Like, even in Chicago, like, people really love me for real. Like,
Right.
and that's because I move with love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't move with that negative dark cloud over my head. You know what I'm saying? So when I speak to like the younger guys and the younger generation under me, I speak in that matter. Or it's like they know, like, bro, this shit, none of it is promised. So if you able to live a life and take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of your mother, take care of your brothers, sisters, the people around you, like, don't take that for granted. Take advantage of it where you able to do it at a high level for, what I'm saying, for a long time. You feel me?
Hey, we got to wrap up this interview. Another one presented by Hardeen, baby. You already know what it is. Shout out to Hardeen for presenting another episode of the Bootleg Kev podcast. Don't forget, when you're in Vegas, you getting that taxi, you getting that Uber, say, take me to Hardeen, the #1 cannabis dispensary in the world. Premium selection of the craziest gas you could ever ask for. And then they break down what all the terps mean. It's incredible. Go to Hardeen_Las Vegas, shoot them a follow. And when you're in Las Vegas, make sure you shoot them a visit. Hey, want to give a shout out to our newest sponsor. I don't like to vape unless it is pure solventless rosin. Want to give a shout out to RokinCannabis.com. Go give them a follow. It's nothing but that good gas. Check them out at your local dispensary, RokinCannabis.com. Salute to them. Let's get back to the interview. Yo, working with Nicki Minaj at the point in time you were able to work with her and her to kind of embrace you, and I think I was at Summer Jam. I think you came out
when
of
she
Summer
brought
Jam.
me out, yep.
Was that 2014, 15?
14.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Me and my boy, shout out my boy Beat Out from Atlantic, we somehow were able to withstand the security, kicking everybody off stage and bullshit our way to staying on stage. But
Yeah.
how much of that opportunity was like a game changer moment for you? Because at that time, Nicki's obviously the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that had to be
For
crazy.
sure. No, definitely, man. Shout out to Nicki. And Nicki always get like my highest praise because what she did for me, it changed my life, and she didn't have to do that. And just, just the love that she showed was saying, like, you the young nigga that's coming up right now that I fuck with.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and putting me on that big platform, it opened a lot of doors for me to go and tour and do all kinds of shit where I was able to really take care of my family and really move out of the hood after that shit. You feel me?
And then you got them barbs fucking with you, dog.
Yeah, exactly. And having that, you know what I'm saying, on my resume, you feel me, at such a young age, man. I was probably I was still in high school. I ain't even graduated high school yet. And I had that opportunity. And then, for her to do shows like Rolling Loud and she bringing me out again, you feel what I'm saying, 10 years later.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, shouts out to Nicki. She knows she always gonna have a soft spot in my heart when it come to, what I'm saying, the opportunity that she gave me, you feel me? So like I said, it's like artists, especially an artist of her stature, you know what I'm saying? Like, as big as her, they don't have to reach back and do any of that shit. It's not gonna take away, or it's not gonna add pretty much anything to her career. So with her doing that, it was just like her character and who she is as a person. You feel what I'm saying? Just wanted to give me a shot, and I took that shit and hit the ground running 1,000 miles per hour.
You've done like the stuff with Southside, but would you do a full collaboration project with another artist?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely will. I definitely would do that. And I've been like having conversations with artists for sure, like the artists that I fuck with, like you
Meek
know
Mill.
what I'm saying, like Meek, of course, definitely.
I'm like Meek Mill would be the easiest one.
Me and Meek been definitely talking about that, man, and the music that we got is like it's forcing our fan bases to get on the internet and start like.
And he's independent, so I feel like it'd be easier than ever to do it.
For sure, yeah, for sure, definitely. He independent fully. This my last project with the label. I'll be 100% independent when I put this out too. So.
Is this because you've been independent-ish before?
Yeah, for sure. Like all distribution. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You've had like partnerships,
distribution.
So after this project,
this, I'm completely independent.
Are you interested in? Are you going to stay independent? Do you want to see what that's like?
I think I want to try it. I want
give
to
it a
see
shot.
what it's like. I want to definitely give it a shot. And I think when you are independent, it open up more doors, opportunities for you to do stuff like that, collab with artists and,
right.
you know what I'm saying, put music out at your own leisure, you feel me, and just see what it's like to be in complete control of your life and career, you know what I'm saying, especially being an artist that's been doing it for so long. I feel every artist should feel it once, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least give it a go.
Give it a go at least.
You should go crazy for a year.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna do the Meek project. They may fuck around, come out to LA, do a Mozzie project. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
shout out to
sure.
Mozzie.
That's my dog. That's my brother.
I know you guys have some fucking joints together.
Definitely, man. So it's like, it's kind of like, I look at it like the NBA, when you go hard and you do this, they look, a player gonna look to, you know what I'm saying, free agency so they could, go into the max or the super max or whatever it is, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it like that, I just want to just take full advantage of, where I am right now musically, like, the attention that I'm getting, and I feel like this is probably the hottest that I've ever been as an artist, even 10 years plus down the line, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to get an independent route, a shot, like 100% fully independent.
What are you doing on the entrepreneurial space? Because I feel like, you've done so much on the charity side. You got the music shit going crazy. Are you investing? Are you doing anything on?
Yeah, that's the thing right now. Like right now where I'm at, and me getting to a space where like this is the most money that I'm making as an artist.
Right.
Even right now, like I'm trying to make the right investments when it comes to like real estate, and I want to get into like the restaurant business in Chicago, stuff like that. And I want to focus on, the CEO route of things as well. Like with me
signing artists.
Yeah, signing artists. Like that's another thing that I want to invest my time and energy and my money into, signing artists. Where it's like I'm just building my brand, and giving artists under me, like the generation coming after me, an opportunity to, showcase their talent and
shit, learn from. I mean, it's almost like you ran through the wall for them. Let me show you what not to do.
Absolutely, and that's something that I enjoy doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's like just showing the ropes and like giving the game to the generations after me. You feel me? Like no matter what it is or who it is, like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna tell you the real. Like, and I don't want artists to make some of the same mistakes. That
I feel like a lot of artists will like rush into like wanting to have a label when they're like not even like all the way where they need to be.
Exactly.
I feel like at this point, you're to the point where it's like, yo, you figured this shit out.
For sure, definitely. And like artist development is the key to success. So it's like if you don't have, what I mean by artist development is like if you don't have the simple shit, like the little kinks and shit ironed out when it comes to like just people buying into your brand and who you are as an artist, I feel like it's nothing really a label could do for you. You feel me? Like you could,
besides give you a bag.
Give you a bag.
They give you that front end money.
And you still got to figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you got it figured out, that's cool. But a label, I feel like the best partnerships or best anything with a label, it has to have a strong team around, a strong core team to make sure that you doing what you're supposed to do on the artist end of things. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, you look at somebody who made such an amazing transition, Bibby. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane.
For sure. Like Bibby, Bibby chilling. He big chilling, man, with his feet.
I think he's ever gonna rap again. I don't think. I don't even know when the last time he put a song out.
Nah, fuck no. He ain't thinking about rapping.
Been over a decade.
I was just talking to Bibby for sure though, like just talking about rapping and getting in the studio and shit. Like I think he'd do it like just for the fun of it. Yeah, just for the fun of it. Exactly. Like just going in there and just fucking around and and we still have those kind of conversations. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, me and bro, we from the same neighborhood. Like where we come from, you do all of this to be able to get to a point where it's like you could just enjoy life. Like we ain't beat the streets and beat, death and jail and all this adversity to not enjoy life. So he in a space right now where he can enjoy life and, put all his time and energy into, his family and the stuff that he want to do that make him happy on a day to day. When you get to that point and you've experienced enough shit to, make you
hell of a
look forward to that day.
And an eye for talent, man.
Exactly. Yeah, no, for sure. He definitely got an ear for talent. We both had that though. Like we both had it, like when we know somebody got it, when you got that it factor. You feel
Who do you think's got an it factor that you haven't worked with yet? That's newer.
That's newer, that has that it factor that I haven't worked with.
You just fuck with.
I fuck with Hurricane Wisdom.
He's hard.
He hard as fuck.
He's supposed to be coming up here next week.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like he one of the like new artists that I've seen coming out, and it's like he just got that natural raw talent. You feel what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be nothing else poured into him, no gimmick, none of that shit. Like he just hard, and from the outside looking in, it seemed like he just being himself with this shit.
Yeah, no, he's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about your foundation, and for you, I feel like you've been a leader in terms of just like pushing the mental health like importance on the kids and just people in general. For you, like, how's your mental health, and how has the foundation been going?
I'm in a great space mentally, man. This is some of probably the happiest I've been in a long time. You feel me? And it's just because I'm leaning towards the things that make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Family. Well, shit, my kids gonna always fall under that umbrella. You know what I'm saying? And just really chasing my dreams and doing it to a level where it's everything that I planned to do is happening. I'm actually doing it. Like I took time off and I planned and strategized to be doing exactly what I'm doing now. So when you start to see the benefits and you start to, reap the benefits of stuff that you just put on paper and you execute a plan and just make you, make you feel good about yourself and feel confident, you know what I'm saying? And on the flip side of that, that's why I speak so much about mental health, like, and speak about, because you can't really be your best self if you're not in a good space mentally, you feel what I'm saying? So I try to do a lot for my community and do a lot for like the generation under me when it comes to just putting resources into the community, putting resources into people where, you are in tune with yourself, in tune with your emotions, and that way you could set goals for yourself and start to see those goals through. You feel me? Like mental health, it has a lot to do with, poverty for real. You know what I'm saying? Going without. And when you've gone without and you've done that for so long, it's like a lot of people tend to give up. So I just try to be like a key person to show them that, no matter what I went through, I never gave up. So if you just have that mindset and like, man, I'm gonna just keep going no matter how hard this shit go, and I know that there's light at the end of the tunnel for me. And when you strategically set aside shit for you to do and you doing it in that matter, it's nothing like it, man. There's no better feeling. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I openly, like, I'm super vocal about the importance of mental health and the importance of, like, get out there and go get that shit, bro. Right. Like, no matter what, no matter how you feel or how depressed you may be at the moment. It's easy to get
lost in your funk.
It's easy to get lost in the funk, bro. Like, get up every day and just be productive. Try to be better than you were yesterday. Like, you don't.
It's
have
like going to the gym. It's like once you're in the gym, you're like, man. But it's like getting up and getting out of that like cycle of being like, I just need to get out of the crib.
Nah, that's where I am right now. Like in general, like that's the next chapter of my life. My health, like getting in the gym, getting my health together, eating right, working out.
Bro,
like,
play basketball every day.
I haven't.
You'll burn 1,000 calories a day just hooping.
I haven't taken that step yet, but that's like my next that's the next chapter of my life right now. Yeah.
Hey, got to stop the interview. Want to give a shout out, man. The only thing we smoke, ladies and gentlemen, is Slapwoods. That's right. Make sure you follow them at Slapwoods. And you know the reason why we smoke Slapwoods, it's literally because they slap. If you ain't smoking Slapwoods, what the fuck are you doing? Get back to the interview. Family aside, rapping aside, studio aside, what are the things you do that like are you like hobbies that make you happy? Like, are you like gaming? Are you watching Netflix?
Netflix, movies. I love watching movies, bro. Like, that's just something I do. I sit in the house, I watch movies, and my girl cook, and I just hang with my kids.
Just relax.
Just relax. Like, that's my best downtime, bro. I watch old movies all day. I don't care. And sometimes my girl, she just be mad at me. She be like, you just, all you do is watch movies all day. And I be like, man, this is my, like, me time.
What's your favorite movies?
I love that shit. I love Hoodlum. I love all the mob movies. Goodfellas.
Yeah. Goodfellas, I
Capone,
think, is the GOAT.
Casino.
Casino, yeah.
I watch all of those movies over and over and over, and I feel like I learn something new every time I watch the shit. It's like I know the movie front to back, and I still be learning shit when I watch them.
It was Casino, the one where the girlfriend is just a piece of shit.
Yeah, Ginger. Yeah. Yeah, bitch ain't nothing.
Shit. Yo, you should watch. There's this show on Paramount Plus. It's called Mobland.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah, all right, but I'm gonna get
it's
up
some
on
like
that.
London gangster shit
Mm-hmm.
with Tom Hardy, but it is fucking. It's legit.
For sure. All right, bet. Say less.
And the lady in there is worse than Ginger. It makes you act like, I wish somebody would kill this bitch.
All right, I'm gonna watch that. It's another movie I just got put on that just came out. That shit is fire. I don't even know the name of it, but it's basically Robert De Niro is playing this. He's playing two roles. He's playing Frank Costello and he playing Vito Genovese. Who? Alto Knights. Yeah,
I haven't even heard of that. Is that new?
Yeah, it just came out.
Oh shit.
He playing.
Shout out to Chris, the fucking connoisseur.
Is he playing Vito? He's not playing Vito Genovese. He's playing Chien Gigante.
So he's playing two roles?
Yeah, he playing both of them. He playing Frank Costello and he playing Chien Gigante.
Did you watch Sinners?
Yeah, I watched Sinners. I watched that shit about 4 times already.
That shit crazy.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do like some sort of spin-off universe.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like when they meet up at the end,
right.
I'm like, oh shit, they
That's
could
another movie.
low key do either a whole movie or a miniseries with like what happened on like they were running around probably murdering motherfuckers, doing all kind of drugs, fucking like that shit looked crazy.
You talking about the brother that lived,
the brother
right?
and his
Exactly,
girl,
exactly. No,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
they were just chilling.
They was just chilling
for
for 40 years.
That's
or
a
some shit.
TV show.
No, definitely.
Like,
Hell yeah.
Nah, that shit was crazy.
For sure. And then he coming with the 90s gear on and shit.
Yeah,
like,
all night looking like
hip.
fucking Rakim.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That's fire. I think that's definitely a spinoff.
They got to have a universe for
That's
Sinners.
definitely a spinoff.
I mean, it's just so good. I just don't want to take it.
Yeah, no, that movie was good as fuck. I watched it about 4 times for sure.
Yeah, that shit's heat.
But I'm a real, like, I watch movies a lot, bro. Like, I could sit in the crib and just chill and watch
Would
movies.
you act?
Yeah, hell yeah, I want to act. I definitely want to act. I've been saying I'm so, like...
And you're not, like, super tatted, so it's not like you're...
No,
a lot of artists, it's like, okay, yeah, you're going to act, and they're going to typecast you every fucking time, because every inch of your body's tattooed.
Right. Yeah,
you
no,
can play
for sure.
anything.
Yeah, no, I don't got no lot of tattoos and none of that shit. And the one I got right here, they could easily make up over that shit. Yeah.
No, have you ever met Nas?
Oh, yeah, I met Nas. Hell yeah.
I feel like you and Nas are like spirit animals.
For sure, I met Nas, bro. Nas is like, he's definitely the GOAT in my book as well. Like
he's opening, he's opening a fucking casino in Queens.
Wow, that's fire.
It's fucking nuts.
You know what's so crazy? And the what was that? It was like a Netflix, the Roxanne Shantae shit. Y'all seen that? The Netflix shit.
Yeah.
I was supposed to like play the younger version of Nas when he did that. I had so much shit going on, and like that's the thing with me.
So you were actually supposed to?
Yeah, I was supposed to play Nas for something. With acting, bro, like I feel like it's something that I'm passionate about. I want to do. Where it's like I want to give it my all. Like I can't multitask while I'm focused on music and try to act at the same time.
That's what I was talking about.
I feel like it's something I could do. I have to
you gotta
choose one and lock into it. So
that's
it's
what
like
Joey said.
I still got shit that I want to do musically right now that I'm focused on. And I feel like after I put this project out, after I drop this, then I could, try to lean into the acting world. You feel me?
Because
I had a few opportunities that I kind of passed up on because I was just so focused on music.
Yeah, Joey was like, "Yo, I can't." He's like, "I don't want to cheat either art form."
Mm-hmm.
because
That's how I feel.
both of them deserve your everything.
Your everything, yeah, your full attention for
So
sure.
it's like
So,
if I'm in rapper mode, I can't take roles because I'm part of my mental space is gonna be over here thinking about finishing my album.
absolutely. So that's crazy. I never heard Joey say that, but that was always my mentality the whole time. I always used to tell Mick, like, bro, I gotta focus on one thing because I know I'm gonna like give it my all. If I do this acting shit, I want to really do this shit. So I can't be double juggling with it. So it's like I know for a fact that that's in my future though, for sure.
Any idea when you want to get this next project out? This will be your second album of the year.
Yep, I'm gonna drop fall. I'm gonna drop in the fall.
Okay.
Yep,
So
I
coming
dropped the
soon.
album. I put some little tapes out just to like just to really please my fans. Where I went the whole 2023, and I ain't even realized until I just heard earlier. Like I really didn't drop nothing at all. That's the first time in my career I didn't drop any music
year.
in the whole year, and it did something for me mentally. Where it's like I knew when I come out, I'm gonna come out swinging. Where it's like, all right, but I'm about to just keep this shit going. So, yeah, I'm gonna drop again before the end of the year. I'm gonna drop in fall, and that's around my birthday. My birthday in October, so I want to drop right before my birthday.
So album on the way, lots of music out right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Love the way you flipped that sample on the Went Legit shit.
Man, bro, that shit is crazy how that shit happened, bro. I was just in that vibe in Southside. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta credit Southside for like just pushing me. Some of my biggest records is like he make me do them. Like
That's like your DJ Premier to your guru.
For sure.
Like that's
definitely. That's my big brother, man. He been with me from the start. And like these records, he just be like, man, do this, try this, and I do this shit, and I won't even think nothing of it. Like all the time, I don't choose the beats when we work. Like I don't pick them for you. He pick them for me. Like I don't even choose.
You might be like, I don't know about this one. Like, nah, just
he like do it,
just do it,
and then I do it, and that shit come out hard. Like because I feel like he just thinks so highly of me as a MC, like as an artist. He like, man, nigga, you can rap on anything. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like,
yeah.
And I
get you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. He get me out my comfort zone more than anybody. So I do it, and shit, that shit come out as like records like Rolling,
right?
Records like Went Legit. Like he made me do those records. You feel me? Like,
I feel like he might be one of the. I can only assume the funnest
records
hangs.
like Swervo. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like he
right.
put those shits together and told me to do it.
Is there anybody funner to party with than him?
Nah. That's my evil twin.
He's
for
hilarious.
Sure. Like, yeah, like he definitely the life of the party, bro. Like,
right.
And I probably wouldn't even party this hard if it wasn't for him. Like,
right.
For real. The
way like if you were my friend, my health would be better. You understand that? I wouldn't have as many hit records, but I would be better.
Nah, definitely. Like he definitely is like at the top of the list when it comes to my friends to party with, for sure.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to go to Booby Trap with him before I die.
Certain shit. Booby Trap, you're gonna love it, man.
With him though. I've been to Booby Trap.
You gonna love
I want to go
it
with him. Yes.
I seen Southside, bro. I swear to God. We was where the fuck we was at? I don't know. We was just doing shit, bro. Just out. We flew probably from New York. We landed in Miami at like 8 a.m. And that nigga went straight to Booby Trap at 8, 9 in the morning and threw like 40,000 at 9 in the morning.
For breakfast.
I never seen no shit like that in my life.
Did you were with him?
Yeah, I was with him.
Did you like try to be like, hey?
Nah, hell no. Like we gone. Shit, I ain't even give a fuck. Like
the amount of financial irresponsibility that morning that transpired, I'd be stressed out the whole time.
Bro, I done seen him do that shit like numerous times. For real. Like I'm
the kind of guy like
I done been a Booby Trap with him 3 nights in a row and we threw 30,000, 40,000, 30,000, 3 nights in a row.
So I would just throw half and then I'd pocket the other half.
Yeah, nah, he throwing all this shit. He making sure we throw every single dollar before we leave up out that motherfucker.
There's a strip club in LA he has to go to because there's this place called Sam's.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
we done been to Sam's though.
Okay, so Sam's is like the only strip club I've ever been to where if you make it rain, every dollar's up for grabs for any girl.
Really?
So when you throw money, like let's say there's 10 girls on the main stage and you make it rain on one girl, every girl jumps down like it's the birds getting fed in the park.
Yeah, I didn't know that all
it's
the money's
fun.
up for grabs. Yeah, for sure. But we do that in the club anyway. So like we might have girls in the section throwing money and then we'll throw money across over there. Like,
right.
I'll be trying to throw money in every section possible.
Wow.
I just do it just because.
Well, at least you're getting your, you're eyeing some entrepreneurial investments.
Yeah,
to make up for the recreational spending at
we
the Booby Trap.
definitely do that shit. It's like You know, but sometimes, you know, we get in that mode and we be like, we ain't going no strip clubs until we drop music.
Do they got
So
strip
it's like
clubs in
it's promo.
Chicago?
Not anymore. We hear some good strip clubs, but like our whole
Are they all
strip
like
club
white strip
era,
clubs?
Yeah, we got a few like strip clubs like that, like white strip clubs.
Lots of Nickelback
We
and
got
Creed.
some ratchet strip clubs. You might see a bitch with a bullet hole,
Yeah.
something like that. You
Nice.
feel me? We got them kind of strip clubs, but we don't have the strip club culture that make rappers want to come.
I've never
throw
heard anybody
20,
ever
30,000.
talk about going to the strip club in Chicago.
Never. Like I haven't been to a strip club in Chicago in a few years, for real. Like
I feel like you should never go again.
yeah, I mean we don't have one. If we had like the cultural shit, like I would buy a strip club though. I would open my own strip club in Chicago because I know I would be able to do it right.
You would know what's missing.
Yeah, I would know what to do right. You know what I'm saying?
There we
And
go.
make sure the right amount of money getting spent and shit like
Would
that.
there be food?
Absolutely, I would never have a club without food
Smart.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Good
Best
food.
Best
good
chicken
food.
wings are strip clubs.
Best wings ever are always in the strip club. You feel me? You gotta close late, so you gotta
And
close at 5.
If
6
you're in
the morning.
Miami, I would say that my favorite seafood I've ever had in Miami is at the strip club.
for sure.
Like Tootsie's, man, that
Yeah.
fucking fried
Oh my
lobster
God.
tail with the
Tootsie's-
seafood rice.
Tootsie's food is so me like in Miami, like I really be kicking it in Miami. So I would go to Tootsie's just to go eat like 2-3 nights out of the week.
So good.
Just to go eat food. Like I wouldn't even party.
some
I just
shoulder
go
rubs.
get some food. I would get food and leave out that motherfucker. The food is that good. Like I
No,
would
it's
go there
amazing.
just
Yeah.
to eat.
It's so good. Also very much a brothel.
For sure.
Yeah, they are fucking at Tootsie's. 400 to 600, get whatever you want. Not that I would know. My
He's talking about not that I would know. Well, how you know then?
no, because I got friends. I mean, I used to live in Florida. I got friends who've gone to Tootsie's and fucked. You know, not me. Not me.
Man, the world we live in today, man, everything is for sale.
Everything is that is a good fucking point. Everything is for sale.
Everything is for sale.
Your
in this-
pride, your body.
In this world we live in, everything is for sale.
OnlyFans
man.
is fucking
You
up the whole generation of
You
women.
just gotta know.
Because if you're like a 7, right, and you're struggling to pay your bills, all you got to do is turn your phone on and fucking flick the bean on OnlyFans.
So
and at
that
least
is-
you can pay your
that's
fucking
still-
utility
Is
bill.
that still a thing though? OnlyFans, like,
Of
it's-
course.
girls still on there making a lot of money and shit.
Yeah, of course.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was like one of them things that just come and go. Like,
You know, the
feel
thing
me?
is like, if you're like a normal bitch and you're like, let's say you got like 1,000,
Mhm.
let's say you know a few hundred
Yeah.
people
All right.
on Facebook, but you're solid looking. You're going to at least get the dudes who wanted to fuck you in high school to just pay $10 to see
Right.
what that pussy looks like.
Absolutely. Damn.
Out
I
of
ain't
pure
even think about it like
curiosity.
that. I ain't think about it like
Like, I'll
that.
give you $10. I've been wanting to see what that thing look like since sophomore year. Then you forget to
No
you forget
funny
to
shit.
unsubscribe.
And now you
7 months later, you're $70 in.
damn.
Times however many.
Exactly. Fuck. That's crazy. So look, I got this funny story, right? One of my homies, he just said today, he just put on the story and shit. I'm not gonna say his name, of course. But one of my close friends, he just said, yeah, man. I just came on Instagram, man, to tell y'all, bro. I got a girlfriend. Got a girl, I fell in love. So I'm like, all right, cool. Wow, nigga, happy for you.
Right.
Like, yeah. I just met this bitch yesterday, man. He said, man, I just met this bitch yesterday. Went to a 5-star restaurant and we was kissing in the restaurant. And I took her to the bar. We was kissing. We making out in the bar. And this bitch a porn star too, though, bro. But I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I think I love this bitch, man.
Oh.
And I paid her rent. This all he said. He just met the bitch. He said, yeah, I paid her rent. I gave her a little something extra, man, you know. And she, she got OnlyFans and shit. And I subscribe to OnlyFans, so I'm gonna be seeing niggas fuck my bitch, but I don't even give a fuck, bro. Like, I fuck with this bitch.
Shout out to your buddy, man. He's
These is real facts. And I'm like, yo, like, what you on? He like, bro, I don't care, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, all right, just be happy, my
that's
nigga.
Adam 22.
Just be, yeah.
Damn. Yo, it's crazy because nowadays you almost have to vet. I'm married, so I can imagine if I was dating, I'd be like, yo, do you ever have, like, you almost got to ask, like, yo, how much of your pussy's on the internet right now?
Mhm.
Yeah. Because I got bottle girls who work for me. Because you've been in my club in AZ. And man, I swear, man, like the most like sweetest, cutest, you'd be like, oh, she's cool.
Mhm.
That bitch got an OnlyFans though.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the low.
On the low.
She got an X account pushing that shit. I'm like, I ain't follow her on X. What
Right.
the fuck? So I remember I pulled one of the homegirls. She didn't work for us anymore, so it was fine. But I remember I put it. I was like, hey, you know, like that shit's forever. Like you don't need that much. Like you're fine. Like I know you fucked enough ball players. Like you don't got to put the pussy on the internet too.
For sure, man. Bro, these girls see how much money they making. That's why I just asked.
By the way, if I was a girl and I was halfway decent in 2025, I'm flicking to being on OnlyFans for sure. I'd be a fucking problem out here. It's easy money. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they don't feel like it's like they don't feel like it take like not morally inclined to not do it. Like they just
the internet is forever, and all that shit is for free on Reddit. Well, it used to be at least Reddit. So love, if you are listening or watching and you wanna maybe see a chick from high school's pussy that's selling it online for $10, you just go to Reddit and type her username in.
Really?
And it's all up there for free.
Nah.
I gotta actually, my friend, we won't mention his name, Alexis. So my buddy, his side hustle is he has like a bank in which he subscribes to OnlyFans people's accounts, and then he rips all of their content, and then he sells them in WeTransfer folders online for like $10 a pop. So instead of using, it's fucking crazy. So he's like really out here hustling like pirated OnlyFans, and makes like $1,000 a month. You know, these creeps. I was like, you got to keep that creep database of all those cash apps that them dudes sent over to you. Yeah.
Nah.
Fucking wild world we're living in, man.
Wild world we live in.
Anyway,
man.
G Herbo, I appreciate you, bro.
For sure, my brother.
Let me know if you need anything from me, man. Of course, the album is coming soon.
Yes, sir.
You got an album out.
Yes, sir.
A lot of music out.
Ski music.
Appreciate you for pulling up, brother.
For sure,
yes,
my
sir.
brother.